Let's talk about an advanced use case that you might have with SMS marketing. Let's say you are marketing to multiple industries and you want to have a phone number that people in a certain industry will be able to contact. And you'll know that if anyone sends a text to that particular phone number, you know automatically that they're from that industry. It's related to a campaign. Maybe you've advertised in a certain trade journal and you've said, text me back at this number if you would like to take me up on the offer. And then you know if anyone texts that number, that's where they came from. What you might want to do then is when you are texting people back, you want to make sure that you're using the right phone number that's related to that campaign or industry. I've added a feature now to the Twilio extension that supports that. Let me show you it in action. You can see this particular lead has industry set to education. If I go and try and send a message, you'll see that it matches, or it shows the from number. The first possible from number will be a messaging service because I am the owner of that particular messaging service. I'll show you the Twilio from numbers module later. But now if I change industry to vegan wrestling, which is an important niche, and I click on send Twilio messaging again, okay, you'll see now that in the from, it's now chosen a different number to be the default. Where that comes from is if we look in the Twilio from numbers module, you'll see that that messaging service there, I own that one. That's why it showed it the first time. But then this number here, the 2585, I don't own that number. It's owned by Henry. But you can see here criteria for when number should be used. It's set up so that if the industry of that record is vegan wrestling, then it will make that number the default. What you put in here is the API name of a field in whichever module you care about. So here, industry, the API name is industry. This is quite an advanced feature, so I'd expect if you're going to be using it, you would know what API names are. You can contact me if you need help with it. And then the other option that you have is you can use user email here. This is handy if you have a team and you don't just want one person to own a number. Instead, you want multiple people to own it. So I could, for example, put in the email that I use for the CRM. And even though I'm not the owner, you will see when I go here that that number will be matched as well. You can see it has matched two numbers. This one is the vegan wrestling industry, and this one is based on user email. So with a combination of these, you should be able to make sure that the default from number that is used will correspond to data either relating to the person who's logged in or to some data within the record.